How we doing there, everyone? This is Tyler with DLD-VIP. Today we're going to be doing a little comparison video between the ZEV Z365 Octane edition here with the new X Series P365 from Sig. So kind of give you a little plus and minuses of them, key little features between them, and go back and forth and kind of see what the differences are. So we'll start by making sure that each of them are clear. Alright, we got nothing in the chamber there. We'll drop out that mag, set it aside here. And do the same here for the X Series. Nothing in the chamber. Pop out that. And we'll close them both up. Alright, so we'll start here with the X Series here on the right. See, with the new X Series, they did increase the overall length here of the frame itself. Went with the X Series frame and X Series trigger here. So that new flat face trigger is kind of what everyone's kind of going for a little bit better accurate style shooting, having that nice flat face instead of that curved trigger that was standard with the 365s. Besides having that upgraded in the frame and trigger, they did a nice little RMSC here cutout. So it's going to be working with any of the Romeo Zeros, any of the Holosun 407Ks will work with that, and also the Shield RMSCs will work with this particular cutout footprint here and work with it nice, which is always good. So kind of a couple little pluses here with it. You do have nice little serrations for press checking here on the front. Makes it nice and easy to press check that, and also on the rear makes it easy to rack that back and forth. They are using the X-Ray 3 night sight here. It's a nice little green focusing dot there on the front. Try to get you a little bit better view there. There we go. With a nice tritium insert there. Nice dovetailed in there. One of the downsides is they ended up, when they included the cutout, they ended up moving that cutout quite a bit back, so you don't have any actual rear sight. If you're not using the Romeo Zero red dot here, you're not going to have any rear sight at all. So that is kind of a downside if that optic doesn't end up failing, which is something you always do and end up preparing for. It would have been nice to have that rear sight there on the gun itself. Slide is going to be stainless steel as well as the barrel. Both are going to be nitron coated, so it's going to help with a little bit of wear resistance and corrosion resistance. Pretty decent on there. It does a decent job, but you will get some marks on there from everyday carry usage, in and out of the holsters, everything like that. You will get a little bit of wear on that slide. So there's kind of a downside. Would have been nice to see a little bit better coating, but it is understandable being a standard production gun there. And we'll move on here to the ZEV Z365 Octane edition. So it is going to have that nice kind of gray PVD coating on it. Nice little appearance there to it. A couple of the big features is that they're using the standard 365 frame. It's a little bit shorter. You will end up having to use the, just personally here I've noticed, the plus extension with the, not the plus extension, the one with the pinky extension here, to get a little bit better feel overall, just so that pinky is not awkward there at the end, just kind of falling off if you end up using the flush fit one that's going to flush fit to the bottom of that grip there. A couple of little big features here that they did a little bit of a weight reduction on this stainless steel slide here with all the recessed cutouts, serrations on there. So they did drop it down about 2 to 3 ounces there for overall weight. When you're talking weight overall for carry, that's not a big difference, but just in the slide itself, that will help with lockup time in between rounds there, and also get you a little bit better flatting shooting, just because that slide is going to be a little bit lighter there overall. So for overall iron sights here, they went with their blacked out pro sights here. So nice fiber optic for that front sight, and then blacked out here for that rear. Try to get you a little bit of a view down that sight radius if I can. There we go. Not too bad there. Would have been nice to see some fiber optics there, just personally for that rear sight. Just because if you are going to end up using this for any nighttime shooting, it is a little bit harder. But that's a simple, easy fix. Just pop those off and slide in some nice fiber optic or tritium night sights. So depending on what you're wanting to do for that. With this particular one, they ended up moving that red dot cutout here, that RMSC cutout, a little bit forward, so it allows you to still use a nice iron rear sight there. Nice big feature here with these guys. Same serrations are going to follow all the way on both sides there, which is always nice. And they did a little bit of a nice deep cutting here into the top of the slide, kind of help a little bit with glare reduction there overall. Let's talk about the barrel. The barrel is going to be the ZEV Pro barrel here. Nice little DLC coating on there, nice black DLC coating. A little bit of dimpling there on the barrel to kind of help reduce a little bit of that weight overall. Not too bad there. ZEV does say that they did improve also the locking block here for that barrel to kind of help it slide a little bit easier back and forth and help with lockup time in between each shot there. So besides the main improvements that they've done to the slide, they did not do any improvements to the actual lower itself. No new stippling. It's going to be that same ZEV, or not ZEV, the Sig Sauer adaptive grip texture here on the front, rear, and both sides, right and left strapping there of that grip. Using that nice curve trigger there from Sig. All your controls are going to be the exact same as you would see on a standard 365. They didn't improve any of the actual internals for the actual firing pin springs, or the actual recoil spring itself. Mostly it's just going to be a cosmetic upper change there. Slight reduction of weight with that ZEV, which isn't too bad. But unless you're shooting them side by side in both hands, you're not going to be really able to notice any real difference in overall recoil there. Just a couple of the big features is that X trigger on the X series here. A little bit longer grip. But a big plus here for that ZEV is the ability to have that optic cut out a little bit more forward. Makes it a little bit easier, and it's nice to always have that rear sight there for a nice everyday carry gun. So if these are two kind of guns that you're kind of considering, going back and forth trying to decide on which one to choose from, best bang for your buck would definitely be the X series here from Sig. But if you are wanting something a little bit to stand you out from the everyday 365 that's going to be out there, the ZEV Z365 Octane is definitely a great upgrade. Both of those can be found on our website at DLD-VIP.com. We will plug that down into the description below. And if you are wanting to get into some of our webinars, you can also follow that link that's down in the description as well. We appreciate you guys watching. If you want to watch any more of our videos here at DLD-VIP, make sure to hit that follow button there as well. Well, thank you guys for watching, and have a good rest of your day.